In what order should you play the From Software titles? What is the ideal way of going through it? And with that said, hello and welcome to another 100% human video, my friends. Today we're going to talk a little bit about what order you should play the From Software games. I'm pretty sure most of you guys who watched this video already played most of them or some of them. I will give you my opinion on it, how I did it or how I would do it if I were new to the genre today. Make sure to comment down below what your ideal order would be. Give this video a like if you like it, of course. We're gonna start obviously with I would say the friendliest one for beginners nowadays, and that would be Elden Ring. I'm gonna give you for every game a little bit of a reason why this is the case. This video is not gonna be long. I'm gonna ramble a little bit probably here and there, but I'm gonna try to be brief, and I hope you enjoy the ramble regardless, of course. Elden Ring is, in my opinion, the number one because you can explore an open world. You can set up your character before running into a hard boss, for example, Margit at the beginning on the bridge, right? If you are not able to beat Margit, you can just go some other place, kill enemies, farm items, level up, make yourself like stronger. That makes it much easier, obviously, to beat like that first hard boss on that bridge. And you can do that with basically every single boss in the entirety of the game, which makes it a very beginner-friendly title, I would say. It is less frustrating because you can just turn your back on a certain boss fight or on a certain hurdle you can jump right now and just, venture off into the open world and try to do something else, which makes Elden Ring, in my opinion, one of the beginner-friendlier titles. And a really good start for the From Software genre. Please. Oh my god, what is happening? Okay, can we talk? Dog? No! No! Oh my god! Right after Elden Ring is the Dark Souls trilogy, starting with Dark Souls 1. I know this is quite a setback after Elden Ring if you jump into Dark Souls 1. The setback is not only obviously the graphics, it's also about the controls, the convenience, the quality of life features Elden Ring has. Dark Souls 1 does not have those quite as well as Elden Ring, obviously. FromSoft is a company that learned from their former games a lot and improved on those games most oftentimes, mixed those together and created a formula for their new games that is always a little bit of an improvement to the one before. Jumping back to Dark Souls 1 is not going to be easy, but Dark Souls 1 is definitely one of the best games I've ever played. It is lightning in a bottle, and if you overcome that starting issue, I would say, then you will enjoy this experience for sure. I can't imagine a scenario where you go back to Dark Souls 1 and won't be able to enjoy it. It's an absolutely beautiful game. Lightning in a bottle. It has obviously some issues, but the open world and the interconnectivity is just fantastic. The first time you get back to Firelink Shrine from the undead parish or whatever is absolutely amazing, and when you start to understand how this world is connected and how you get from one place to another, you will see that it is an absolute beauty of a video game and you should definitely play it. And it also gets you hooked for the next part, which is Dark Souls 2. In my foot! No! I can't dodge it all! Dark Souls 2, I only played Scholar of the First Sin, so I can only talk from that experience, is different. Different in that regard that it is much bigger than Dark Souls 1, and in my opinion not quite as good as Dark Souls 1. I'm not gonna go into detail about the boss fights or about, from a general feeling, I would say Dark Souls 2 is just not as good as, PS1 is. Or I didn't enjoy it as much as Dark Souls 1 was. I remember distinctly that I almost quit Souls when I played through Dark Souls 2 the first time. I know this is not going to be great advertisement right now. It's a weird thing. The more you play it, the more you like it. For Dark Souls 1, it just clicked immediately for me, but for Dark Souls 2, it took a while to click. You will definitely have a completely different experience with Dark Souls 2. I would say the controls are maybe even a little better. Other than that, it is just like a very long playthrough, but I hope most of you enjoyed regardless. Oh, come on, dude. You could technically skip it and go to my personal favorite, Dark Souls 3. Dark Souls 3 is probably, when it comes down to controls, the closest game to Elden Ring. It controls itself chef's kiss. It has also incredible boss fights. In my opinion, some of the best boss fights FromSoft were ever created are in Dark Souls 3. And it is my personal favorite of the trilogy. I played it for thousands of hours and I really do enjoy it. And I hope you do as well. If you play through Elden Ring, then you backtrack to Dark Souls 1 and 2, you will definitely love Dark Souls 3. I started with Dark Souls 1 back then, and I went all the way to Dark Souls 3, and I was absolutely blown away after completing DS1 and DS2 to play Dark Souls 3. I played it immediately again and again because I was so in love with it, and I hope you will be too. The next one on the list is afterwards, if you have a PlayStation, of course, it would be Bloodborne for me. After Dark Souls 3, I would jump into Bloodborne and play through that. Bloodborne is very close to DS3. Obviously, on the PlayStation, you have these issues that you have 30 FPS, and Bloodborne has also some like quality of life features I would love to have. Bloodborne is missing those. Also, the change of look from like that Dark Souls setting to a Bloodborne setting makes it look completely fresh. The controls are slightly different. The weapon system on Bloodborne is cool. There is not that wide array of weapons, but they have these transform attacks, or you can just like transform a weapon and attack in a different way, which makes Bloodborne super cool. I can only recommend it. If you have a PlayStation and you play through the trilogy, you should definitely follow up with Bloodborne.
Sony can suck a gigantic fucking cock, Sony. You hear this? I'm playing this game for fucking years now, and you can suck my tiny dick, because you never bring it to PC and you never remaster it. Fuck you, Sony. Fuck you.
Boy. That escalated quickly.
And after Bloodborne, there is 2 games left. And the next one would be Sekiro. Sekiro is farther down the list because it's so different, in my opinion. When you play through all of these games and you jump into Sekiro right after, you will struggle. Because the combat system on Sekiro is completely different. You have to relearn like the entirety of how you fight a boss and how you fight enemies. Because if you go about like hit, dodge, hit, dodge, hit, dodge, it's not gonna work out that well for you. Sekiro wants you to be close up and to parry and to, you know, relearn and restructure the way you think about these games. That's why I put it rather at the end of it. And it's also quite a refreshing experience after playing all of the other From Software games, I would say. No! At the very end, we have Demon's Souls. Demon's Souls, regardless of what you play, you don't need a PlayStation to play Demon's Souls. You can also emulate it, technically.
Hackerman.
But if you have a PlayStation, as mentioned earlier, you should play maybe the remaster or remake of Demon's Souls. It looks beautiful, it sounds even better, but in my opinion, Demon's Souls is the weakest link of the Souls series, like of all of these 4 games. Dark Souls 1, 2, 3 and Demon's Souls. Demon's Souls is the worst one. Obviously, it's the first one. It was like, I don't know, it's a 2009 video game, so it's very old. Even the remake, they didn't like go about restructuring, you know, the movements or the heaviness of the combat. It feels so cumbersome and heavy. I I don't like it. I like this like fast, far rolling animations like Elden Ring or Dark Souls 3 have it much more. You feel much more mobile, and it's just a better way of playing, in my opinion. The feeling is a different one on Demon Souls. Also, that like level-based system on Demon Souls I don't really like that much, and that's what I would say Demon Souls is the weakest link, and I played it last, and I would recommend you to play it last as well. Maybe if you play it really early, then you might, I don't know, lose maybe interest, you know. I would play it last. If you enjoy it, you can obviously, you know, play it again, or, you know, play the older version or whatever you want to do. But this is certainly the best way of playing through the FromSoft games, I would say, from Elden Ring through the trilogy into Bloodborne, into Sekiro, and Demon Souls last. If you disagree, make sure to write a comment down below. And be respectful, please, because sometimes people are really, you know, a little like heated when it comes down to these From Software list topics. So be respectful, but please tell me your opinion, of course. Thank you for watching this short video. There will be a new no damage run coming soon your way, Dark Souls 2, and we're almost done with the trilogy as well. So these runs will be coming your way. We also beat a randomizer on Dark Souls 3. There's going to be a lot of YouTube content. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much for watching. Love you. Say it back.